What's up, Lions fans? Hey, we just got a win against the 2-9 Giants. That's real good. Or is it?
Tune in to Alley Lives Podcast for all your sports and entertainment.
And the highest fan, and that put that there on Barry Herman Calvin, man. Go Lions! Get that noise, I want my brand and my name. Biting kneecap, that's what we at. That's my swag, that's my brain. Yeah, I'm back for all that. I got racks, I got bands. Talking gritty, walking it, cause I'm a bad man. Tell them boys, get that noise, I want my brand and my name. Biting kneecap, that's what we at. That's my swag, that's my brain. Yeah, I'm back for all that. I got racks, I got bands. Talking gritty, walking it, cause I'm a bad man.
Hey, your Detroit Lions just got a win in. But let's talk about what really happened. What did we see? What did you see? Did you see what I see? Did you see what I see? Hey, did you see what I saw? That game, of course, a win is a win, and everybody wants to win. So we can't knock a win because it's hard to get a win in the NFL. So what I will say is it just didn't look good. It was concerning. You got some things that were very, very concerning. Hey, let's kick it and talk about it. First, we're going to start off with the offense. What can I say? The offensive line is really bad. We have a bad offensive line. Either we have a bad offensive line or every defensive line we play is the greatest in the NFL at the time we play them. Because every defensive line gets constant pressure on Jared Goff during the whole game. This is consistent with every team. Even this 2-9 team on the road who has lost 5 straight games on the road so far, only won 2 games. So the offensive line is really worse than we thought. But what can you do? You know, you got Ragnar, the best center in the NFL, to retire. And then you have Pro Bowl Zettler, go to another team. At this point, the fill-ins, especially, I don't even know his name. The guy who's filling in for Mahogany is just bad. He's just bad. But it's not just him. Glasgow is playing, not good football. Not good football at all. So therefore, that takes David Montgomery out of the offense, period. Because you got to have the speed of Jahmyr Gibbs to even get to the line. He's being touched behind the line of scrimmage, but it's his speed is negating some of that quick penetration behind the line of scrimmage. Because before, you used to look at Gibbs run, and then you could see Gibbs running and they say, man, it was 6 or 7 yards before Gibbs or Montgomery even get touched. Now, it's take 6 or 7 yards before he stopped being touched and grabbed by linebacker and defensive lineman. So it's a big, big difference now. Gibbs was the only bright spot in the offense today. Only part of the game that was good in this game today was Jahmyr Gibbs with 219 yards carrying. Let's go, Sonic. That was awesome. And then just first carry in the overtime to just run it in for the touchdown, 65-yard, 73-yard touchdown. This boy was on one. He is probably one of the best running backs, if not the best running back in the NFL. Let's go, Jahmyr Gibbs. But that was the bright spot. I don't even know if Jared didn't have a good game. Jared probably had a decent game. But all the receivers, J-Mo and St. Brown, everybody sold them out. They dropped so many key passes on third downs situations. And then St. Brown, he's just been, everybody loves St. Brown. St. Brown is our man, star receiver. Ain't taking nothing from him. But the last 3 games, he didn't drop some crucial passes. 3rd down, 4th down. Today, he dropped the pass that bounced off of him, and he caused that interception because he had both hands on that ball. And he dropped a couple of more. And then J-Mo dropped the 3rd down right in the breadbasket, a 3rd down pass. They had to, nothing looked good but Jahmyr Gibbs. Nothing really looked good but Jahmyr Gibbs. Tesla is not even part of the offense, period, at all. He did not replace Tim Patrick in a good way at all because he's not part of the offense at all. They don't target Tesla at all. So offense is not, oh my goodness. The offensive line is really bad. So I don't know what we're going to do, how we're going to go about fixing it. I'm not crying about it. That's still my team. I'm still supporting them. I still got their back. Hey, I still believe we can do whatever. Hey, it's any given Sunday. So I'm just saying all this to say that it's hard to see in a week 12 to look at this team and to look at this offensive line and not acknowledge that it's not a good offensive line at all. I mean, Jared is under pure pressure, and you know Jared is not a mobile quarterback. So if he's going to be under that much pressure, it's just going to be hard to get the offense working unless you're just giving it to Jahmyr. That's going to be the best bet. Hopefully some things open up. Hopefully Mahogany come back, and we'll have a little bit better of offensive line. But even when he was there, we just do not have a good offensive line this year. Panay is hurt. Taylor Decker is hurt. Glasgow is too old and beyond, and really not a good center. Really not a good person to have anchor your middle down for a quarterback like Jared Goff. So that was very disappointing. Very, very disappointing in the offensive line. But we did enough to pull it off. We did enough to pull it off. That's what the name of the game is, win the game, right? We did enough to we won the game. So, hey, you can't hate on that. But defense, I was saying, defense is going to be our savior, man. If anything, it's going to be defense. They just had the Philadelphia Eagles to 16 points on the road. And, man, Jameis Winston came in and almost did anything he wanted. He had so much time to throw the ball. And I know people going to get on me, but I'm the biggest Lion fan. I want them to go, but I just see things and I have to just say it. I have to be honest. And I said when against the Eagles game, I said, man, they played a good game. The defense played a good game. But just a good game. They're not a great defense. They're not a dominating defense as the Eagles were being towards us. They were a good defense that were making some plays, but inconsistent. And here it goes, shows again, where I have never seen a 3rd round backup. I think they had Russell Wilson. So he basically the 3rd quarterback. You got the coach has been fired. They are 2-9. They running back, their number 1 star running back, Scatterboot, is out. Their guard is out. Starting guard is out. And starting tackle is out. And they do almost anything they want. I mean, they made so many explosive plays, trick plays, where they threw the ball to Jameson, and Jameson actually shook Barnes off of him and actually scored a touchdown. They did all kind of, 20-yard plays, 40-yard plays, 30-yard passes. That game was so disappointing. Penalties. And man, whoever replaced Terry Arnold, did he have to get a penalty? I guess that's the thing. If you replace Terry Arnold, you have to get 1 penalty per game. Whoever replaced Terry Arnold always gets a pass interference, at least 1 a game or something. Like, man, that is so disappointing when you got all these pieces. Malcolm came back, Reed came back, but no pressure. You didn't see Hutch until that last play. And it counted. So, oh man, that's awesome. It shut the game down because they was going into probably, if he got that first down, they probably would have been, we might end up with a tie. And that really would have hurt us. So, kudos to Hutch for jumping in there and getting that sack on that 4th and 5 against Jameis. But the defense gave up too much broken plays. It were 2 or 3 just broken plays that gave up big chunks of yardage. They had a receiver that had 130 yards in the first quarter. That was so disappointing for this defense who I thought was just moving in a good direction. And I think it's a good defense. But like I said, they're a good defense. Very inconsistent. Good defense, but the defensive line is inconsistent. Only person that can get pressure is Aiden. And then when they double teaming Aiden, people are looking at the film and they making it so hard for Aiden, he's almost ineffective. Because the other guys are not winning their one-on-ones. So it don't matter. You can double team Aiden. If the other guys are not going to win a one-on-one, that's an effective plan against the defense. So, man, we got a good win. We have a win in. This is the first time, and I'm good about the win. We absolutely needed this win to stay in. But knowing we got Green Bay coming up, what can we do? That's what got me worried, thinking about the Green Bay game, like, what can we do against the pressure? What can we come up with? We're going to have to come up with a run. You can't abandon the run. Maybe that's what Dan Campbell learned in his new play calling duties, that you cannot abandon the run. The run is what makes everything click for you. So you cannot abandon the run. And we didn't this time, thankfully, and Jameer showed up and literally put the team on his back and won it by himself. Man, Sonic, you are the player of the game. Even on defense, you're the player of the game because, you just did everything. And special teams, I think he kicked that 59-yard field goal. That was not Bates. If y'all look at the back of the jerseys, that was Gibbs who kicked that 59-yard field goal. And that was not Hutch who did the last sack. That was Gibbs. Gibbs sacked Jameson on the last play of the game. So player of the game, Jahmyr Gibbs, for the 219 yards on the ground, 1 sack. And what else he do? Oh, and a 59-yard field goal. Hey, we off to the Green Bay Packers on Thanksgiving. This is going to be a doozy. But, hey, both teams going to be beat up from playing on Sunday. So, hey, maybe, this thing at home and everything, maybe we can get some stuff going. Maybe we can hand it to Gibbs, and maybe he can get 319 yards. That sounds good. 319, I'm at, 319 yards for Gibbs. We're going to win that game Sunday. Hey, Lions win this game in overtime against the 2-9 New York Giants. Ugh. Oh, ah, oh, ah.
And the highest fan, and that put that there on Barry Herman Calvin, man. Go Lions! Get that noise, I want my brand and my name. Biting kneecap, that's what we at. That's my swag, that's my brain. Yeah, I'm back for all that. I got racks, I got bands. Talking gritty, walking it, cause I'm a bad, bad man. Tell them boys, get that noise, I want my brand and my name. Biting kneecap, that's what we at. That's my